Howdy everybody and welcome back to a brand new video, or perhaps this is your first time here. So hi, I'm Taylor, and I am a small dairy farmer in Maine, and I do vlog style videos on just the daily life of a dairy farmer. So getting right into it today, we are going to be spreading manure, and if you've watched some of my videos you may have heard me say that we were going to be closing up the pit and we weren't going to be spreading anymore. However, we decided not to do that because the weather is still good. It's supposed to be beautiful and sunny today. It's supposed to be around 50 degrees. The weather in Maine fluctuates so much that it's almost impossible to make plans on what you're going to do. So we didn't end up closing the pit. We do have 2 more days of spreading because if you don't know, Maine shuts you off in December. You can't spread in the winter from December 1st to March 15th. So we have 2 more days and then we can't spread anymore. So we are going to be finishing up as much as we can. Somebody had asked in a previous video if we fill our manure pit. We do not. The manure pit was built back when this farm milked around 100 Holsteins and had about 30 replacement heifers. So the pit is built for more like 150 cows, and since we only have 72, it definitely doesn't get full. We just like to spread out as much as we can, so we're not like super busy in the spring when we already have other things we're trying to do, like getting machinery ready and stuff. So we just try to spread out as much as we possibly can in the fall, just to make our jobs easier in the spring. So that is what we're going to be doing today. We did unhook the Massey because we had assumed we were done, so we do have to hook that up today. But you can see that the grills are still inside. So while they were in here, I had my 2 cows picked out that I wanted to introduce to you guys, so I will show you them before we get into our day. So this right here is Cindy. She is a Holstein Jersey cross. She is between 5 and 6 years old. We did get her from somebody else as a heifer, so we do know that she's between 5 and 6. We're just not really sure which one. So yeah, that's Cindy. Something about her would be she pretty consistently has twins, and she always has them backwards. So that's a fun little thing to have to deal with. But she always seems to handle it just fine. We do have to help her, obviously, because she can't get them out backwards on her own. But she's always fine. She milks good and she gets right up. She's a real tough bugger. So yes, that is Cindy. And then the other cow I had picked out to show for you guys is all the way at the end of the barn. So you can see they are eating a dry bale. They are also going to get a wrap bale, but they're going to get it outside because they are going outside today. They're going out on the pad and in the freestall just because we were letting them out on the pasture, but it did rain a lot last night, so it's probably the last time they're going to go out on the pasture because the ground's going to be really slimy and we just don't want them to slip or anything, especially since there's nothing out there for them. They just go out for the exercise and they like to lay in the sunshine, and it just kind of gets them off the concrete and onto some dirt, which is really good for them. So that's the other thing. It might be kind of hard to spread today. We might possibly not be able to, but we're pretty sure there are a couple fields that are pretty high and dry, so I'm pretty sure we'll be able to spread all right, but we will see about that. Anyway, the other cow that I wanted to show you is right here. This is Peaches. You have probably heard me talk about her before because she's my favorite cow, just because she is this gorgeous deep red brindled color, and I think she's just beautiful. She is around 5 years old. She is a Holstein Asher cross. She is a really sweet girl. She's just super good, wouldn't hurt a fly, but something about her would be that we went to get her because we bought her as a heifer also. She was so wild and crazy that it took 5 people to get her onto a trailer, and even with 5 people we weren't really sure we were ever going to get her on the trailer because she was that crazy. But she got here and she calmed right down, and just a totally different cow. So it just goes to show you that just because a cow is crazy as a heifer, it really doesn't mean anything. But it makes you nervous for sure. So we need to get them milked and get them outside so they can go enjoy some sunshine, go eat their other bale, and then we will get into our day of spreading. So I will get back to you guys when we get ready to hook the tractor up. Okay, so I've just got to fuel up the Massey, and then we'll go hook onto the manure spreader, which is over there. I brought myself some towels to clean off the seat with because, as you know, the Massey is not a cab tractor, so seat gets a little wet, so I brought some of those. I layered up. I got another sweatshirt on. I got a coat here and a hat and some gloves. So I shouldn't be cold, but we'll see because the wind did come up a little bit. So I'm glad this is one of the last days we're going to be spreading because it's just a little bit nippy out here. But I'll be fine. We won't go long. I'm going to put my hat on right now because my ears are already starting to get cold. Oh, by the way, you can see we put a wreath on the barn, so it looks very festive. That's all we did this year. We didn't do anything else, but I mean, I think it looks good, so. There's a lot of water in it. There's quite a bit of water in it, but not bad for how much it's rained lately. Whew. So Brent is going to get the Kubota, and I'm going to head down into the pit. So there's quite a lot of manure in the pit, so Brent is going to push it back a little bit, and then I'm going to back in instead of drive in like we have been doing. You can see it's built up quite a lot just from the cows being inside for a while. Soupy, so I hope the wind is blowing the right direction, because if it's not, I'm going to get really dirty today. Alright, you would not even know that the same manure spreader that I just cleaned like 2 months ago. It's just filthy. Okay, so far so good. The first load, you can see I didn't make any ruts at all. I did put the tractor in four-wheel drive, but I really don't think I needed to. I mean, you can see this was with a full load, and this is all that the manure spreader made for marks. So this field is pretty dry anyway, as long as I stay away from that middle over there. So we should be good to go. You can see I spread it a little thick in some places because it's really hard to spread liquid with this spreader. Our New Holland does better with liquid. This kind of just like swaps it all out in one place, but it does a good job on hard crap, so that's mostly what we have it for. The wind just blew my tripod over. How windy does it have to be to catch something like that? Okay, so we had to take a quick lunch break, so I am headed right back. It is about 2 o'clock. So we are going to be spreading straight until we get the girls in and get them ready to milk. It is a little bit chillier than they said it was going to be. It's only about 42 and the wind is really whipping out there, so it's definitely not as warm as they said it was going to be. But it's okay because it has to be done, and less to do in the spring, and usually in the spring it's not very warm either, so we'll get her accomplished, but I will get back to you guys when we get there. So as you can hear, Brent is already down in the pit, so I am running behind. Naturally, that's my life. got one load spread and realized that the sway bar, there's like bolts that hold the bar, and one side either fell out or broke, and now the manure spreader is just like swinging back and forth. So we're trying to fix that, but yeah, leave it to me. I broke something again. So quick fix, we got it done. Got a little bolt in there, it's not quite right, but farmer ingenuity, it'll work. Back on the road again. About 20 minutes before, I just finished spreading the last load, and it's kind of sad to think that this will probably be the last load I spread until spring. So that's kind of a sad thought, but it is a great feeling that we got 2 fields done today, which is pretty good for just 2 people. I'm stopped up here in the field that we just finished, and I thought I'd show you guys the view of the barn from up here. So you can see the barn over there, maybe not past the sun. The sun is setting past the hills over there, and then you can see the lake is frozen over. You might be able to see the girls waiting on the pad to go in and get milked, because it's just about milk time. But it's coffee time first, and I know you guys are probably like, oh, she's gonna have coffee? No way. So today went really well. Of course the wind has died down now, because we're done, but it stayed up long enough to give me a few presents. A really good day. The only hitch we had was the literal hitch having a problem, but other than that, it went fantastic. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. There's a dump truck going by just as I'm trying to say this. So please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.